Sax YouTube saxophone training channel. Here on this channel, I'm going to be teaching you all the basic things you really need to know on the saxophone. As we continue on this lesson, just stay tuned, subscribe to my channel, click on your bell notification button so that you can be notified anytime we upload any tutorial on this channel. Okay, saxophone is actually a woodwind musical instrument. Of course, when I said woodwind, that will make you to know that okay, it requires wind before the musical instrument could sound. Okay, it's a woodwind instrument and belongs to the class of brass. Why is it said to be brass? Okay, it's brass because of its ability to melt when you subject the musical instruments to heat. So that's that. The saxophone we play today was invented by someone called Adolphe Sax in the 1846. This man, without his effort in putting this together, saxophone wouldn't have come into being. And he was actually inspired by his very own father, Mr. Charles, who was very good at creating musical instruments. So this inspired Adolphe Sax to put up the saxophone. So we say thank him. I believe we all have every reason to thank Adolphe for bringing the idea of creating saxophone into being. Okay, as we continue, we need to actually know the types of saxophones we are having. We have several types of saxophone. We have the soprano, we have the alto, we have the tenor, we have the baritone, we have the bass, we have the contrabass. A lot of saxophones like that. But for the sake of this training, we're going to be considering majorly on three major types, which are very common for most saxophone players. First, we have here the tenor saxophone, which we refer to as B-flat musical sax. Now, why is it said to be B-flat? Whatever I press now, okay, when I press my key C now on the piano, it's going to give me B-flat. So that makes it the B-flat musical instrument. So that's for that. We have also here our alto saxophone. This is alto saxophone. You can see, you can compare the size of this one to this one. You see, the tenor sax is far bigger than the alto saxophone. Now, and the alto saxophone can also be referred to as E-flat. Now, why is it E-flat also? When I press my key C here, it's going to sound E-flat on the keyboard. So that gives me E-flat saxophone. And of course, we have another straight one here, which we refer to as the soprano saxophone. This is soprano. It's also a B-flat instrument. So this is the major types of saxophone. Few out of the major types of saxophones we are having that we'll be considering in this channel. Okay, having get to know the types of saxophones we have, you need to actually know the subdivisions of the division parts of the saxophones. Okay, for instance, this is a saxophone. It comprises of three major parts. There are several parts which I'm going to let you know, but the sax is divided into three subdivisions, where we have the head. This is the head of the saxophone. Then from here to here, I have it as the body of the saxophone, and from here to here, I have it as the bell. Now, of course, this region is what we refer to as the bow. Okay, now, starting from the bell, which I showed you that is from here to here, the bell actually acts as the speaker of the saxophone, which amplifies every sound being produced into the saxophone. Okay, now how we get to know about this, we need to know all the parts in each of these saxophones that we are actually talking about. Now, starting from the head comprises of several parts. The head, we have the mouthpiece cap. Still on the head, we have the ligature. Still on the head, we have the reed. Still on the head, we have the mouthpiece. On the head, you have the neck cock. Okay, and this is the neck on its own. And still here, you have something like this, which you refer to as your registering key function. Okay, that is for that. On the head part of the saxophone. Now, coming to the body of the saxophone, you have so many things that you need to learn. We have all of these referred to as the saxophone pillars. These are the pillars of the saxophone. These are the pillars. And of course, on the saxophone, you have several keys. You have several keys. These are keys. These are keys. These are keys. And of course, you have pads. There are some keys without pads, and there are some keys with pad. For instance, this is a key with a pad, and this is a pad without a key. Now, that does not have a key here doesn't mean a key is not controlling it. For instance, when I press this one now, when I press this key now, when I press this one down now, it's being controlled by a key here. So that's for that. Now, we have what we refer to as connecting rods. When you look at all these tiny substances here, they are blackish in nature. They are blackish in nature. Take a look at them. They fill up several places. There are several places on these saxophones. You refer to them as a connecting rod. And of course, you have your registering key. This is the registering key, or some people call it octave key. So, registering key. Okay, now, and all of this region, you call them octave mechanism. Octave mechanism. So these are keys on the saxophones. These are keys. 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 Still on the body. Now, and of course, you have your keypad guard. This is the keypad guard. What is the function of this guy? It protects the pad. Look at this. This is keypad guard. This is keypad guard. This is another keypad guard. Another keypad guard. So now you have here as your left thumb rest. This is what we call the left thumb rest, because this is where your left thumb is going to rest all through your play. Then you have the strap holder, something like this. This is where I'm going to insert my strap. Take a look at it. So it's referred to as the strap holder. And of course, here becomes the right thumb rest. Are we getting it? Here becomes the right thumb rest. As we keep going, I will show you something. Here we have the neck lead pipe. This is where the neck portion of the saxophone part will enter through the saxophone. And I have my knob. This knob here functions to either loose or tightening the neck whenever it's being inserted to the saxophones. So these are some of the basic things you need to know. Now I have what we refer to as brace. Now taking a look at this thing, look at it from here. This is what we call a brace. It's the one that acts as a support for the bell here to the body of the saxophone. Without this brace, there's no how the bell could stand at a very rigid portions like this. Okay, now as we keep going on, I need to show you some parts also that are very important. Your tuner. We have saxophone tuner. Just like other instrument has tuner, saxophones on its own has tuner also. This is a tuner. You tell me now that your saxophone is tuned. These are the places I will come and check first. This is it. Then we have another portion here. This is another part where you can easily tune the saxophone. Okay. Now, of course, as we keep going on, you need to know some accessories on the saxophone. First, considering the accessories, I consider silica gel, very, very important accessory on the saxophone. Now, some people will see the silica gel and they will like, what is the silica gel for? Is it for killing the rats or what? Look at the substance. This is silica gel. It acts as a drying agent. There's no how you can clean the saxophone to clean up all the salivas that have been deposited inside the saxophone. Does the work of this very silica gel to act as a drying agent even as you put it inside the bag. So it becomes necessary that your silica gel should be in a bag anytime, any moment. Okay, now you have your lubricating oil. Okay, now it's very important for every saxophonist to have their lubricating oil or lubricant. Now, before you insert your mouthpiece to the neck cock of the neck, you must have lubricated this part to avoid wearing away of this very neck cock. Because when there is this lubricant here, then there will be no need for friction that could cause the wearing away of this very guy here. Without this neck cock here, I bet you, as you keep playing through the mouthpiece to the saxophone, half of your airs will be passing out through this place. So it becomes necessary for us to take proper care of this very guy here. And of course, anytime you discover that there is a friction in the saxophone that you are playing, and a friction in between the neck of your mouthpiece to the body of the saxophone, don't force it. You are not expected to force it. All you need to do is just to lubricate the neck portion, then insert it freely. I hope we are together. So you insert it freely. So lubricant is also very, very much important. Of course, your saxophone stand is also an accessory. Even the reed you use in playing the saxophone, this is the reed. It's also very important. And your strap, likewise. This is the strap. This is the strap. Okay, there are several kinds of strap. This is a double-breasted saxophone strap. These I usually use anytime I'm playing my tenor saxophone. Why? Because it will ease the weight of the saxophone. Instead of the weight of the saxophone to be on my neck, it will now rest on my shoulder, on the two shoulders. So it becomes, that now makes it to become so easy for me without stress. So know what to use per time and endeavor to use them. This is it. Look at it. This is a double-breasted strap, which I usually use for my tenor anytime I play my tenor saxophone. So that's for that. Now, even your saxophone bag, there are several bags which are used for the saxophone. It becomes also an accessory. Your saxophone cleaner, it becomes an accessory. The gloves is also an accessory. The gloves is an accessory. The hand towel cleaner is also an accessory. As a good saxophonist, you are expected that even before and after playing the saxophone, you should clean the saxophone. You should clean the saxophone. It's very important. So make use of your hand tool cleaner anytime you are using the saxophone. Make it a habit. It's very, very important. Okay, if you like what we are doing and you wish to be enjoying these classes even as we keep going on our weekend tutorials, why don't you just subscribe to this channel, click on your bell for notification so that anytime a tutorial drops, you can easily be notified. Just like we said, we're just starting this channel. We're trying to build up this channel. I bet you are going to enjoy more of this. We don't want to just start teaching you skills. We just want to start teaching you phrases. How you know. The basic things you need to know, we have to take everything gradually. Just follow us and stay connected. I remain your tutor for today. I am Jad Sax.